Victoria Kimani.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your new album.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
let's start from who is Victoria Kimani?
Okay. Victoria Kimani is a singer, a songwriter. Obviously that's entertainment, so I'm an entertainer.
Definitely.
But like outside of that, I'm a pretty chill girl. I was born in LA, 100% Kenyan.
Yes.
Right now, I feel like I'm a nomad. Like I've just been moving around
Everywhere.
and like literally been on safari, like
Yes.
literally. So, I mean, but in a nutshell, I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
Okay. So how long have you been doing music?
I have been doing music professionally since probably 2000 and probably like 2003, 2004. That was like my first time in the studio.
Yes.
Ish, kind of around that time. But I mean, like as a career, it didn't really kick off for me until like several years later.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been making music and singing around the house
Yeah.
like since I can remember. Yeah, bathroom, in the shower, washing dishes. In fact, that's how I found out that I could actually kind of sing. I was washing dishes and my dad was like, wow, that sounds... I was so embarrassed though. I was washing dishes and singing and he was creeping up behind me and he's like, wow. I'm like, no, go away, get out of here. Why are you here?
Yes.
But no, I mean, and it took me a while to like get used to it, and he bought me my first keyboard and tried to get me to get more into the music and really learn the music and learn your notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my dad was very encouraging like early on.
Amazing. And mom?
Yeah, well, not too much. She wasn't the musician in the family. It was definitely dad.
Yes.
And then it got passed down to my brothers and then myself.
Bamboo.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, tell us how did your brother ever, have anything to do with your music? Have you guys been supporting each other?
Definitely.
Because he's been there for a while.
Yeah, no, definitely we support each other. I mean, we've collaborated together so many times. Like, there's like so many songs that we haven't even released that we just randomly did together.
Yes.
But yeah, he's my big brother, man, and I respect him as an MC, like as a rapper. Like, I mean, like there's not too many MCs like touching him now. I wish he was still doing it full time, but I mean, he's happy in the space he's in now, so here I am, man, waving the flag as well.
Yes. So let me ask about your parents. Your parents, I know they're pastors. How was it doing secular music instead of gospel? Like, how was that? Did they ever, you probably encourage you to do gospel?
Yes, they did.
How was that?
Of course they did. I mean, naturally, like parents are gonna, encourage your kids to do something that's a lot more wholesome, and I think it's safer for me in that industry than it is like in the secular music industry. So even as like protectors and parents, like they're just protecting me. But yeah, my parents definitely did try and say, hey, sing gospel, and I did for a while. I joined a choir.
Oh, wow.
I used to sing with my parents at home, and we did like praise and worship and stuff at like our home prayer meetings and stuff. But I mean, I wanted to express myself in more than just one way. That wasn't like only worshiping God. I also would like to talk about my day today, like or there's this guy that I'm into. Like, this is real life experiences, and I don't think that it's offensive. Although there are a couple of songs of mine, especially now on the album, that are a little tricky, for the parents. But I mean, that's all about growing up and being in this generation that we're in now.
Yes, true.
And having freedom of speech. So,
tell us what inspired your new album, Safari, because I know it's probably the biggest thing going on in the music industry in Kenya right now.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So what inspired you? Even the name.
Well, the name came in about halfway into recording the album. I was literally racking my brain on what I'm going to call this body of work, but I needed something that like reflects truly like my experiences and my lifestyle. And like I've been saying everywhere I go, that I grew up in various places, because not only my parents pastors, but they're missionaries too.
Yeah.
So I literally grew up just traveling, not spending more than 2-3 years in one particular school, having to go to the next school and have a whole new set of friends, and just I kind of carry that into my adulthood.
Wow.
But at the same time, I pick up things along the way. You pick up fashion trends, you pick up different sounds, you pick up like, and obviously just things that you learn in life, like about yourself. You pick up different experiences, and I had to basically bring that together and bring it to life in a body of work.
Yes.
But it was very, very challenging, especially in the beginning. So like to see this CD here and it's finally done, I'm like, wow, like this is like a real baby, and it's actually sitting in front of me. And at one point it was just an idea.
Yeah, and it's come now to reality.
Yeah.
How long did it take for the whole album?
Ooh, about a year and a half. A year and a half or so, yeah.
Amazing. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
It's a good thing that you've actually done this here,
Yes,
in your home country.
Yes.
Yes. So it's actually a big thing, and the name Safari, I think it totally, brings up the whole, Swahili Kenyan culture.
Yes.
And who's the biggest artist you've ever worked with in your career? Or names, one or two of each other?
It would have to go back to my songwriting days, so I would have to credit it to that. I've got collaborations via songwriting with people like Timbaland. There's a record that I wrote called All About the Money. It's a Russian artist named Timati, and it's featuring Timbaland. And then I actually featured on the track too. There's actually a really funny story to that. If you have time, like, go look it up online. It's got like 50 million views and something ridiculous.
Wow.
But actually the person actually called me and said, hey, we've got this Russian artist. We need you to help write some lyrics. He's a rapper. He doesn't really speak English. And I'm not a rapper, but I know how to rhyme in English. So I wrote the most like nursery rhyme, ABC 1, 2, 3 raps for him. And then I featured on the second verse, the second verse. And they told me that it was going to be this Timothy guy from Russia, Timberland, and myself on the record. And then next thing you know, I sent him the record. He sent back him basically rapping what I had sent to him, which is fine. But then the music video came out like literally 2 weeks after I sent him the song, and there's like some Mzungu girl like lip syncing to my voice.
Oh, wow.
So if you look it up right now, like it's my vocals, and then they literally had like the next chick like lip singing. Apparently, black girls are not too hot in Russia at the time. I don't know what it is like now, but like, I mean, there's been so many different hurdles like that. It's sad, but at the same time, it's still a record that I'm on,
It's
so
an
like,
experience.
Okay. So people like him.
Amazing. Let's talk about the Kenyan culture. What's your favorite Kenyan meal?
Definitely skuma wiki, kachumbari, ugali. Like, I love my skuma. I'm a big vegetable person, and like I can eat that literally like 7 days a week. Like, I'm so serious.
Nyama choma?
No, I love nyama, but like I love like skuma so much. Like it just, I don't know. It makes me feel lighter.
Wow.
It tastes good to me. Like I love.
People would rather go with kachumbari
and the nyama, right?
Choma.
Yeah.
Amazing. And about your record label with Chocolate City. Why did you decide to do, to have a music label in Nigeria, not Kenya?
Well, I mean, it's not my label. It's their label.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to put out music and become this Panafrican artist.
Yes.
And not only release music in Kenya, but have it on airplay and radio play and everywhere in West Africa and in South Africa. And I looked at it like a platform.
Yes.
Although being in Nigeria is not the most comfortable situation for me. I don't have family there. The living situation is, we take a lot for granted here in Kenya.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yes, definitely. Like every little thing from the population. I mean, we're doing good. There, it's not overly crowded.
It isn't,
there's
compared
not like,
compared
to a lot of other African countries. But what I will say is that because of the environment there, like art and creativity is a must, and I feel like music is like an escape from like their living situation there. So being in that environment, there's always something to do. There's always a community of people coming together, and they're always randomly calling me to do shows. And man, it just became like this platform for me, even if I'm not from there. And but I will say, man, like I missed like gigging at home, like being at home and being able to perform like for my own people. And obviously, we could take time and blame promoters and this and that, but honestly, 2017, I definitely see myself here a lot more.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
girl. Like, I mean, I've done so much on that side, and it's great. But like, as an artist, you have to evolve, and to be able to go there, pick up your story, and be able to come back and share it with everyone. Which is basically, this album is like the first step towards that.
And you're representing Kenya.
Yes.
KOT, we know they bash and you
Woo.
bash back.
Sometimes.
Something little about it. What do you think about KOT?
I think KOT is so powerful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I've seen like Kenya versus Nigeria, Kenya versus South Africa. I've seen Kenya versus Ghana, like in Zimbabwe. Like, was it Uganda too?
Yeah.
What? I think if KOT, like if every member of KOT were to like, for instance, tweet my album, like
Yes.
we would be platinum. Like we would be so powerful. So I think, I mean, it's cool. It's funny.
Yes.
I'm also a part of the
Definitely.
community myself,
Yes.
but if there was a way we can use it for more good,
Yes.
then I feel like we would be way more powerful, especially industry-wise than
Yes.
South Africa or Nigeria or anywhere else,
Sure.
because no one has an internet presence as much as Kenya does.
A lot.
It's crazy.
Yes.
But as far as like their disses, like they're funny. It's bad because it's like it's a little bit stereotypical, and it's like very harsh whenever someone sees a reality painted in such a comical way.
Yes.
But at the same time, like KOT is creative, man.
Yes.
Like extremely creative.
Amazing. That's all for today, Victoria.
Thank you.
Yeah, we hope to have, along our interview when you
Yes.
have more time. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yay.
Yes.